Hey guys, welcome back to another P3D video. Today we are in this Virgin Atlantic 747-400. Just getting the catering on board for this wonderful flight from Manchester over to Vegas. Yes, we are flying to Vegas in the Queen of the Skies. The flight can't get any better than that, can it? So, getting the catering on the aircraft for this just under 10-hour flight. In fact, PFBX, again, just under 10 hours. PFBX has calculated 9 hours. We'll see about that. The aircraft will give us a proper ETA and everything, and how long our flight time would be. So yeah, got catering on board by Cuisine Air, and once that's done, we're going to request boarding and get the passengers on, and we get out of Manchester, make our way over to the wonderful city of Las Vegas. Let's see this new camera angle. Nope, do it like that. What about this one? That looks not bad. The SOD jetway isn't properly lined up the door there, but whatever. Let's go ahead inside the flight deck. Here we are on the flight deck of the 747. We have external power, so we can go and turn that on, and the battery we can go turn on too. The standby power can just go to auto, and the IRSs all can align. And there we are. Catering is now finished, so we can go and wait for these displays to turn on, and then we can go and close the doors. So let's wait for that. FPS is not bad actually. So yeah, we just need to wait for these displays to power up. 7+ minutes to IRS alignment. Here's the current time right now. It's 20 to 11 UK time in Manchester. So 20 to 10 Zulu or UTC. And there we are. These displays are coming on. So close these two doors. Right, fuel and payload in pounds. Okay, I mean, I'm not really a good fan of pounds. I like it on kilograms. I don't know if they use CRT or LCD displays, but this livery has liveries come with a convict basically. So I'm assuming. It is CRT, I'm not too sure. I can just go look up online, maybe try and find out, but I'm not really that into proper, right in-depth realism there. Right, the displays work, that's all that matters to me. So, total fuel on board for this 9-hour flight to Vegas is 128,362. It's 128,362 kilograms of fuel. That's just 3/4 of the aircraft filled up there in the tanks, and our 0 fuel weight is 240.5, like so. That's 90%. So we've got a lot of people coming into Vegas, of course. So yeah. This flight is Virgin 85. I should have mentioned that earlier. I'm sorry. It is normally operated as a A330, but the only A330 we have right now is a black box one. It's not very good. I want to wait for the Aerosoft to go and fly that. We should get the nav light on there. Right, we're going to get boarding requested, so just need to add up these passenger numbers. So we've got 295 people in the economy, we've got 67 in business and 23 in first class. I don't know if that's the actual layout. I think you can change it, I'm not too sure on that. Maybe not. But that adds up to 385 people on our flight today. So we're just going to request boarding, type in 385, like so. Lovely wing view actually of the General Electric CF6. I don't know what the full NG name is, but whatever. I'll say it here actually. 80C2, that's Charlie 2 Bravo 1 Foxtrot. 1905, pause in it. Let's go open up some doors actually. Open, and arm these as well. Actually, this can go to 122.8. We're not online, but it's just good practice to set it to that if I ever go online on a full flight video. So, motor 6 lights can go up to arm, window heat can go on, and PAX 3 just for now. We do have some air conditioning units connected up to the aircraft. Right, those doors should be opening. which they are, and hopefully it doesn't constantly moan about these doors being closed. It should. There we are. They're going up again, so cool. These are going to go drive off somewhere. We're going to get some new ones. Is it coming from that direction? It is. Got one little problem though. This stand doesn't realise it's a sewed jetway, which is really annoying. So GSX, I should have turned off, I should have enabled the setting to turn off buses, and there's a setting you can do that, but I forgot to turn that off. Basically, it just didn't realise the jetway, so it would normally think, okay, there's no jetway here, we'll get a bus. But I've told it to disable buses. No, I've told it to disable the stairs. So there will be buses arriving. Let's just imagine they're not actually for this plane. No one actually walks off though, because I told GSX to not render any stairs. So yeah, I should have turned that off. It's kind of annoying. I don't know how it doesn't recognise this sewed jetway right here just for this, stand. Yeah, you could probably get a nice screenshot there. That's pretty nice. See, it instantly said crew boarded. So yeah, we've got a Ruby Tuesday today. That's our aircraft. Did I tell you that registration? I don't think I did. We're flying Golf Victor X-Ray Lima Golf. I don't want to say that all in one word, but I don't want to give that a go. There are other registrations owned by Virgin Atlantic that are just a bit easier to say, like G-Roy or something like that, but that was just hard to say. I'm not sure why. I'm not sure if this is correct, but these textures for the concrete look very weird. Like someone's just gone on every single concrete tile and just like scraped it. I don't know why. It looks like it's got grass textures on it, kind of. But hey ho. So you can kind of see the autogen cuts out. Oof. Anyway, let's not zoom in and just search that. Look at that, sorry. So, we are at stand, or gate 206. We can enter that in, maybe, maybe not. It accepts it, nice, and our GPS position can go in. So our route today, click route select here, 747, and I'm going to scroll through and find Manchester to Las Vegas here. Our flight number is Virgin. I don't know what their call sign is online. If you were to contact ATC, I don't know if it's Virgin Atlantic. I don't think I've done a Virgin flight online. I probably have, but I can't remember. Anyway, we've still got the sounds and everything from GSX. I've still got the sounds of GSX of a remote stand sound. Is that like a tongue twister? Remote stand sound. Basically, that little whine in the background you can hear is basically simulating the outside, like air or whatever. Anyway, 8.5 for just this earlier, so version 8.5. Oh, okay, that's fine. Just click select on that, and then we'll just put it in again. Anyway, departing out of runway 23 left, and we put in our flight number. Not Viv. Like so, 8.5, and the company route is as follows. Just enter in the departure ICO and the arrival, and of course I have to re-enter this in. Why would this be there? Surely it'd be easy to put that one in first, so it doesn't make me just do all these. Whatever. Right, it's the third time I'm putting in the call sign into the FMC. Hopefully I do remember it's version 8.5. Activate, execute. If you guys want to fly the route I'm doing, you can see it or enter it in here. See all the directs for the certain longitude, latitudes, and then the airways all the way to Vegas. So, go back to init section. Perf init is the next section or next step. Just double click the 0 fuel weight, bang it in there. You can see our total gross weight there is 268.9 tons. Ooh, a bit heavy there. Well, just a tad heavier than myself, let's say. Right, reserves are 4, and cost index for a westbound Atlantic flight is 90. Okay, so our cruise altitude is going to start off Of course, PFPX has given me a starting cruise of 260. We'll go 340. So this is what the real world did. Max altitude is 336. Okay, we'll go 320. That's absolutely fine. If you go to the other FNC, put this to the legs page here. You'll probably see, yeah, we've got some step climbs going on, which is fine. We can just tweak them if need be. It does go to an odd flight level, which is interesting because we don't want that. So what we'll do it ourselves. That's absolutely fine. So let's get rid of the aircraft's calculations of step climbs, and then we'll just add it in later. Right, thrust limit. I have calculated this through TopGap. We are doing no D-rate, but select turn for 36 degrees centigrade, 100.6 degree percent. Sorry, on the N1. Climb 1 apparently that gives us. So flaps 20 as well. And acceleration height 1500 feet. The current conditions at Manchester, the winds are 310 at 4 knots, so that gives us about a headwind of 2 to 3 knots basically, so just put 3. I'm not sure about the slope. Double click CG, 23% on our CG there. Once IRSs, or not IRSs, it'll just come in there like so. Trim 6.3. Lovely. IRS is actually about to line, so that's nice. Passengers are now on, so we can go and close that door. And we will disarm it once it's closed. Like so. That's good. Right, we're going to do the step climbs, and then we'll do the MCP, and hopefully boarding should be completed around back there soon. I mean, loading and the baggage, 30% apparently. So just wait for all that to finish. So we've got some time to do all of this. So if I just compare our flight with a real world flight, we could probably step climb it to 340 near not Greenland, Iceland in fact, and our waypoint near Iceland is 6/1/20 November, which is this one. So what we'll do is, if this responds to me, thank you, do 340 step. In fact, we're going to do it at GOMUP because our max flight level is 336. We're going to burn a bit of fuel by then, so I think we can do it a little bit earlier, the step climb to 340, and then 360 just as we're passing Greenland, passing through, about to enter over Greenland territory, which is 6/4/14 November. So we'll enter that into 360 step, like so. I guess I'm just doing this all by myself, and of course we do want to go out to like maybe not 400 because the real world doesn't go that high, so it does max out at 380, which we'll do at where does it go to 380 roughly? Yeah, it steps over to 380 actually in Greenland. So we'll do it just before we enter Canada, basically, which is Barris, 380, like so. That should be fine. Execute that. Don't want to go with 400, 380. Most of the time is good altitude. Of course, it's like giving me some weird things here. So 320, 340, 360. That's not right. Can I re-enter that in? Oh wait, what? GSX open L entry. Maybe because of the bus, like logic, it wasn't actually finished. That's very weird. I'm not sure why it's doing this. I mean, now it's put in its own step climbs, and I told it no, do not put your own step climbs in. See, it's just being itself. Wait. I'm gonna execute this. Maybe that's why. No, it's literally like ignoring what I say. If we just, wow, I'll be right back and see what's happening. Alright, welcome back. I'm just putting the step climbs at the, basically I put in the 340 one, and I put 360, and obviously it did this thing. and I'm not sure if the aircraft is like a genius or something, and it's like telling me it's the best time to step climb at this altitude. So basically I've just put in the steps and when the aircraft thinks it should actually step, and yeah, we'll put the route data in. That's not right. Let's go data link that is correct. If we go over to the ACARS, and we need to fill this out. So we are flying from Manchester, we are flying to Vegas, Las Vegas. Time en route apparently is just over 9 hours, 9 hours and 5 minutes. Airline ID, we are BS, and we'll connect that. And then once that's done, we should be able to request our wins. Should be nice. Right, departing and arrival out of 23 left. We are doing the I want to say ECLAD 1 Yankee departure, and we'll execute that. Now go to the init ref page. This can stay on the legs page, like so, and we are good. Right, is that all the passengers done now? We're going to see a random. Yeah, we're going to see another random bus coming over. All the cargo's finished after me messing around with the routing and everything. There we are. We'll close up those doors. And I've never been to this page. I've never needed to open up these doors. Anyway, wait for the cargo doors to close. Well, they'll be closing anyway. And once proper all the passengers are closed on the aircraft, not closed, but then we'll close the entry 2 door. In fact, we do need to turn these on if we were online, but it's not, so it doesn't really matter, but those are required normally. So, go down here, we're expecting a V1 of 148 knots, a rotate speed of 165, and a V2 of 176. So 176 we can just enter in here, and runway 23 left, runway heading is 232, into that as well. And our initial cruise out of Manchester, initial climb, yes, out of 23 left is 5,000 feet, which is the same as the transition altitude, which we'll enter in now. Like so, 5,000 into the transition altitude. Cool. This aircraft is fine at flying at 276 knots over 10,000 because we are heavy, so we're good. Take that back to the takeoff page. We can do all of this now. VORs, not weather, don't do that, that's bad. Data and traffic can go on. Other side, VORs, terrain, and 40 traffic. It is hectopascals, so click B. The current QNH is 1020, which is now synced on all of these 2 main displays and the backup, basically. Right. Flight directors can turn on nav, BNav, like so, and we're all good there. Right. Yeah, because of the way we're boarding our passengers right now, I should have just told GSX to disable passenger buses, because this is going to take a while just for them to go over here. I bet we're going to see a fair few more buses arrive. Anyway, we can admire the PBR on this aircraft as we just move across, and the sun as well. That looks nice. Love the PBR on the 747. Really improves it. It really does. Right, if we take a look, currently we've got, okay, that's the rest of that. So that was 270 out of 385. Oof. Right, what I'm going to do is skip the video once all the passengers on the aircraft, basically. So I'll see you then. Right, the last of the passengers have just come on the aircraft. Here GSX's telling us boarding is now complete, so we can close up the door. And while that's closing, we can get APU to start up, like so. And once this is closed, we can arm it. We can go to the ground connections page. We can set the park and brake, and we can tell SOD to get rid of the jetway, like so. Right. Once APU started, we've got the generator on. What we'll do is, get the AP generator on, and then we can remove the wheel chocks. We'll just tell GSX we're good for pushback, nose right. It will moan at us for a good moment because we've got the chocks on. But as soon as APU have started, we can remove the chocks. So we just have to wait for that. And beacon light can go on to both because we are getting basically an engine started, aren't we? So AP generator on.
Captain.
Remove the chocks.
Now, so we push it back in just a couple of minutes.
Okay.
Parking brake is set, please.
We'll leave pack 3 on until engine start, because we do need that off for the engine start. Go back to the A cars. We can see the UI status is now on. This will tell us our out time, our off, on, and in. So our out time is basically when we start the APU, I believe. And then off is when you're off the ground, and on is when you're back on the ground, and in is when you stop the APU, I guess, turn off the APU. I'm not too sure on that. And that's our block time as well. So I guess the block time starts when you start the APU. Maybe that's probably it. Right, I have to keep forgetting. I don't know why. It's always 747 when the seatbelts are down here. I just forget about them. I don't look at them. It's a bit silly of me. Anyway, parking brakes are released. We'll start the timer.
The aircraft is clear.
Okay.
Start engines at your discretion.
We'll get the fuel pumps on, like so, and the center tanks. Pack 3 off. Auxiliary hydraulics, and the other ones can go to auto. We don't need these to go into auto. To be honest, we just need the auxiliary on. You can have these off if you wanted to. But they're on auto, so they may just be off anyway. I mean, the pumps are on actually because the pressurization's off, but I mean, they're not fully on. You don't need the auxiliary just to power up the parking brake, basically. Anyway, let's start the engines. So number 4 and 3 can start up. In fact, we'll get the engine page up here, and we can monitor it start up, or we can just go outside and admire the views. That's always a nice view, just look outside. Yeah, we're fine on those, right? Yeah, okay. I'm just kind of confused what GSX may or may not do. Because we're going to be pushed back right onto I want to say a T-junction. I don't know if you call that a T-junction. Taxiway words. But yeah. Okay. Apparently this tug can pull a pretty heavy 747. Okie dokie. I'm pretty sure that would be on fire by now. It's fine. Okay. Making sure we did arm all the doors. Yep, all armed. That's the UI. I don't know what it actually is. Is it UI or 001? I think it's UI. I'm not sure if it stands for something. Right, once these click, back to the off position, we'll start number 1 and 2. And once they've started up, we'll get the APU turned off, and we'll obviously get out of here, packs, and go back on. So it's waiting for 3. There we are. 2 and 1, and bringing the fuel instantly.
Push back to please. Set parking brake.
Parking brake is set. Wow, it's very noisy engines. I might have to speak up a bit. Maybe just get my mouth a bit closer to the microphone here. The engines are getting a bit loud, and that's to make it quite an annoying sound on the microphone for now, but we'll see. There we are. Cool. That started. Lovely. Well, it hasn't started, but it's starting. It's not doing anything wrong currently, which is nice. Did that just... I don't know why. Every now and then, I don't know if it probably is in violent force, but it's not a smooth transition.
Tug disconnected and clear. Bypass bin has been removed.
Anyway, I think there's a setting for that, but it says turn off the active sky, so yeah. Still waiting for 1 and 2 to start up. So we'll just continue to wait. I think they're basically started, aren't they? Almost. Yeah, actually. Quite far off 3 and 4. But the starter switch should click off soon, and then the engines will just slowly just rise.
Clear left and right. Disconnecting now. Have a good
Okay.
flight. Bye bye.
What we normally do is enter in your flight number into here. So let's put 84 in, like so. Cool. Right, GSX is telling us to have a good trip. We will. There's the stat page here. Like so. I don't know why, these engines are taking forever to start up. Anyway, there we are. It's 2's done. And 1's done. Lovely. And you'll soon see this AP generator. It will not be needed. It will go back to veil. And then we can turn it off. So, right, hydraulics can go to auto there. And packs 1, 2, and 3 can go on. Like so. Right. T-gas can stay off. We'll just do the quick flight control check. So full left, central, full right, to central, all the way down, all the way up, central or neutral, whatever you want to call it. Full left on the rudder and full right. There we are, neutral. Flaps 20. Like so. Setting trim to 6.2. So 6.3 before, but whatever. 6.2 is bound there. APU can go off now. Release the parking brake and let's get taxi. Taxi light on. Goodbye, Manchester. It actually says Manchester there. Nice. Nice view. The engines as well. Not a bit too much power because you don't want to go too fast around this bend. So, we should have done some sort of taxi briefing. So we'll do it as we're taxiing, of course. So currently we are just making our way onto Delta. We were on Delta, we've already been on Delta. We're taxiing on Delta all the way to Tango. Basically, Delta takes you all the way to runway 23 right and 05 left. You cross it at Delta Zulu, or Delta 1 actually. And use Delta Zulu to make your way to Tango, and Tango will then take you all the way to runway 23 left. I felt like my wheels were going on the grass then, but probably not. Oh, there's an Emirates A380. Very nice. That is a Finnair, a very old Finnair A321, and a Ryanair 737. They look tiny. Yeah, because we are in a massive aircraft, that's why. Well, the aircraft can see got quite a few EasyJets. Got 2 here. You can see 3 EasyJets behind the terminal. A bit more power. Get around about 15 knots or something. Actually, what's our wingtip clearance? We should have probably taken that outside of one there. We probably may. Just gonna cut a bit early here for our wingtip clearance. Yeah, that's right. I think it was alright actually. Yeah, it's close. It's close. What about the 737? I mean, I don't mind clipping the Ryanair. I mean, that's fine. It's just a Ryanair. Jokes. Now we're in Alpha. We're now made ourselves into Alpha. Wait a second. We'll just. Sorry. We do need to go into Delta. So it's over here on the left. That was a close one. There we are. Oh, good. That was a close one. Make our way onto Delta. Just carry on down there. That was a very close one. I mean, Alpha would be fine, but obviously we could have taken the left or something. But it's nice to get a proper taxi where we're properly meant to taxi to. We go to the progress page here actually. We can see our ETA and our amount of fuel we'll be landing with. Not very accurate sometimes. We do have the wind data request now actually because we do have the ACARs done actually. So we can do that. And that'll give us a better ETA. because it currently says 9 hours and 20 minutes. So let's wait for this, load, and execute. Yeah, it's a bit slower. Of course it is. We've got headwinds in our flight, so make sure nothing is on 23 right, or 05 left. We're fine to cross, but as always, strobe should recommend to turn it on. I got 10 knots now away from the apron. Should turn on the strobes as you're crossing a runway. 2-4 right. Mass Pro, you're wrong. Right. And 2-3 left is just that. Strobe can go back off. Like so. That's good. We can turn on the weather radar now. As well. Okay. Here we are. See where it says Tango. And let's make our way to the runway. Nice tail view as always. A camera tail view. Don't know if there is one on 747. Probably definitely not on the 747-400, on the 8s. I don't know if it's on the Intercontinental. Whatever. Let's get on the runway. There shouldn't be any AI landing. There is none. That's good. Very bright white runway actually. Now we'll line up and let's get going. Right, TGAS can go to TARA and RTO. I'm not sure why this is a message there. No, that's because it's got the descent forecast ready. Okay. Let's just finish up here. There's an aircraft somewhere near the vicinity of the airport. I just need to take a look at that. That's not even climbing, it's just cruising there. That's weird. It's cruising at 2,000 feet. Anyway, it's probably an old general aviation aircraft. In fact, there it is. No, it's not. It's a blooming 737 Ryanair. Of course it's a Ryanair. Let's wait for that to get out of the way. We can just do our double checks here. LNAV, VNAV, everything's set up in the MCP. Hydraulics, fuel pumps, lights are all on. Seatbelts are on. Flaps 20. Speed brake not needs to be armed on departure, so it's not like an Airbus. And RTO on the auto brakes. Cool. So yeah, I think we'll be good now. Start the timer. Let's make sure the engines get rather stable. Around about 50%. That looks stable enough. Set toga. It's not 2-4 left, it's 2-3 left. Okay, right, thrust is a set. Cool. And airspeed is alive. Outside view, of course. Okay. 100 knots. Not sure this like shadow thing that's just following us. It's kind of weird. Unless like V1. Following the same speed as a blooming cloud, which is probably not right. Rotate. So we got tail strikes that calm down that rotation. That's fine. Positive rate. Gear up. There we are. A little late on the rotation speed because that shadow thing was distracting me. Oh, we are. Not pitch up too high. 20 degrees is enough. Bye-bye, Manchester. Oh wow, that's a screenshot there. Start the right turn, let's bring the nose down. And there's acceleration altitude, 2,000 feet passing. Lovely jubbly. Okay. I know there's a PBR autogen update. I wonder if Terraflora's got an update. Oh, sorry. I accidentally clicked the cinematics. I wonder if Terraflora has an update for PBR, because I have Terraflora trees. No idea if there'll be an update for them for PBR. I should probably have checked about that. Right, when in passing 200 knots, we can set flaps 10 now, but when passing like 210 or something, we'll set all the flaps up. Soon. Let's help the trim here. Set the trim down. That's perfect. Okay. Nice, lovely, successful departure. Probably see Manchester on the right. There it is, in all its glory. Manchester and the airport. Amazing. Got a left turn. I'm doing the flaps up. Okay, autopilot can go on. And turn us can go off. Lovely. Here we are on our way to Las Vegas in this wonderful Queen of the Skies. I got a new P3D config from someone well known on the channel, definitely on Twitch. Autogen's not as it used to be, I guess you could say. Might just turn that up. The frames are fine right now, so I think it won't hurt to turn up my autogen back up to where it was before, I guess. This draw distance isn't... I don't even know what the draw distance is. But it's not really pleasing me, let's say. Anyway, let's continue our climb up to our cruise, well, our first cruise altitude, 320. We do have a max altitude of 5,000 coming up actually, so we'll clear that off. How many times do you have to clear it off? Another time, like so. Cool. So yeah, about 9 hours and 25 minutes, we're assuming on our flight time, looking at the current flight time and this, basically. Okay, standard. And there we are. That should be it off automatically. Lovely. Nice, nice. Lovely views, of course, as always in the UK. Right. When we pass 10,000 feet, 10,000 feet, lights can come off, and they'll probably get in the cinematics or so. Let's zoom out on these NDs displays, like so. Not bad. Okay. Bit of turbulence. Should be too much. Just a bit. Not that much though. Just a little bit of turbulence we're just going through right now. Got plenty of fuel on our arrival actually. If we need to do like 3 go-arounds, I think we're sorted. It may be even 4. Right. The right turn. And we'll just heading with that. This now we're in a cloud. This turbulence is not very nice at all. Aircraft's climbing like a beast. Kind of good actually, trying to get us out of the turbulence. That's nice. Get some wing flex of that as well. Wing flex in this aircraft's mad. With the engine shake as well. Oh, I love the engine shake feature. So good. Okay. And we're passing 10,000. Lights can go off. I mean, they're the only lights I had on. There's any ones that should go off. Like so. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed the departure coming out of Manchester. I'll see you in the arrival into Vegas. We should have been flying for just under 9 hours or so. Which should be very nice. Right. There we are. Okay, the aircraft is now going to accelerate up to 360 knots, so then it's just going to, I guess, then once it's reached 360 knots, we'll start the climb again up to our cruise. I am doing this flight overnight, so luckily we've got an auto step climb feature, so I can leave that to step automatically. And then I'll wake up and we will land this aircraft. That's how I do most of my long hauls. So this doesn't take up much of my day, which is really nice. Anyway, let's not talk about how I sleep and leave the cockpit completely empty. Right. Let's say goodbye and say hello to the cinematics. So yeah, enjoy the cinematics. The 747 is a beautiful aircraft, especially with this new PBR. It's not really new anymore, is it? Anyway, I'll see you in the arrival. Enjoy the cinematics. Bye bye. Hey guys, welcome back into the descent into Las Vegas. We are just passing flight level 133. We have gone past 18,000 feet, which is the transition altitude in for the whole of US. So I have set the QNH in inches, 29993. Just current pressure in McCown International at Las Vegas. Reset this heading to roughly where we are heading, and I should have done that ages ago, but whatever. Yeah, bring us down to like 6,000, let's go 5,000 feet. We'll clear ourselves down to. There's no speed restrictions currently, so the aircraft's free to descend at whatever speed it would like. And so far, the flight's been going well, nothing major's come up, no turbulence, I hope, in the cruise. And yeah, passenger signs are on as well. No sight of the airport, but it's right in front of us, I think. Well, looking at the ND, in fact, it is right in front of us, but I don't know exactly where. The drag required, okay then. It's doing fine getting down to 250 knots. We are currently on the City, I think it's City or City, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, for arrival. That'll just take us just from the north side of the airport and then down to the transition onto Preno, transition onto runway 26 left for our arrival to Vegas. So we've been flying for 9 hours and 10 minutes, which is not long actually, at all. The real world does it in just under 10 hours, so I mean we are in a 747, so do fly a bit faster than an A330, which is what it normally does when we use it. So anyway, we've still got a lot of fuel, so we're going to be landing with 30 tons of fuel, which is quite an interesting amount, but whatever. It will decrease refueling times at Vegas then, I guess, for the flight back to Manchester. For us being that heavy, I don't see anything wrong with water brake 2 on this. How long is the runway? 3,200 feet of runway. So we're doing flaps 30, 150 knot arrival, or landing speed, I guess. The winds are completely dead at 4 knots, so 25 left is a great runway to land at because it's just easier, shorter flight time, I guess. But because it's zero at 4 knots, I'm not sure what AI gonna do, because 4 knots like isn't very strong. You could probably land at any runway, which is probably what AI or Traffic Live wants to think. But yeah, 26 left would be optimal. Let's just hope it lands 26 left. My frame's already dropped near the vicinity of the airport, but I'm definitely seeing it gonna drop even more, so we need to brace ourselves for that. Let's see if we can, if they get so horrendous, we will do an auto land if need be. If I don't trust myself landing in like 2 FPS, right? I doubt it'll be 2 FPS, but whatever. Right, we do need to set up the minimums for 26 left though as well, which I can go and grab now from the charts. And the current minimums for an ILS approach straight in is this is 2,269 feet, but that's a long way to scroll, so we'll just do radio. It's flat land, the radio, so that's just a height above ground, and that can just go and set to 200. So that's fine, I'm happy with that. Let's set that up to there. So yeah, so at 200 feet above ground, we'll get notified about minimums. I'm not bothered to scroll all the way to 2,269 feet. So, I mean, it could be faster. I could try it. Let's see. Just hold it like this. Okay. Yeah, actually, it's not too bad. 2,269. A little bit further there. Let's go to 2270, 2269. Can I reset? Yeah, the thing is I can't reset them now. So I got both power and radio. Anyway, Let's hope they all say it at the same time. Yeah, it wasn't that long actually to do that. So that's the thing is that I think this is definitely a bug or something, because unless you hold down the reset, you can't reset it. It doesn't go away. Maybe I set it to 0 or something, or like below altitude. That's so yeah. I don't know. I don't want to set it to 0 because it might just constantly shout minimums at me. Doubt it, but you never know. Come on, there we are. We'll just leave it like that. It's not really typical to do both, but whatever. Right, we're on the localizer, which we have grabbed. Nice. 258 as our runway heading, and I can start seeing a bit of Vegas in the distance. I can see the airport as well. Looks lovely. And in fact, I think most of the scenery is loaded in the airport in their frames. So, lovely. Not half bad. Okay. There's 8,000. Actually, we can just click the approach and we should be able to get on that glide slope instantly, like so. Lovely. There are no more speed restrictions. Okay, so 20 miles from the airport. That's fine. When we get 12 miles from the runway, we'll set 180 knots. And then once we're like 8 or 6 miles, we'll set final approach. Okay. I was told that apparently all of these buildings are not autogen. None of them are autogen buildings, the ones that come in FlyTampa scenery. These are all hand placed. So basically when you come into view, they will load. It's not like autogen and it will just wait for it to load. Which is kind of annoying because normally autogen like give it time really. Like FPS over autogen, I guess, which is nice, but as always, you kind of want buildings in the ground. That looks actually that's quite a nice view. So yeah, maybe that's why it's such a FPS hog. Not too sure. Anyway, I'm literally going to skip the video very quickly because I need to clear my throat. I'll be back with you in just 1 second. Speed's slightly increasing, so what I'm going to do is just bring a bit of speed brake out and bring out some flaps as well. I'll just help it decelerate. Hopefully. There we are. Lovely. We get like the flat 1 debug speed of 210 knots then, I guess. That's alright. Bring out some more speed brake. Just help the aircraft get down to that speed. There's actually 12 miles as well, so 180. And setting flaps 10. All the speed brake. Let's set flaps 10. Nice. See most of the airport. See pretty much the whole of the airport. It's Vegas in the background there. I'm not going to attempt to name any of these buildings. I've never been to Vegas. I don't know a lot about Vegas though. I should learn a bit more about Vegas because it's a lovely scenery. You can just point out buildings and be like, oh, look at that, it's amazing. See. Right. And I got PBR textures in all these buildings, which is really cool. So they look very realistic. There's 9 miles. Okay, gear down. Let's see if this view might look kind of cool. The gear coming down underneath. Oh, we've got a bit of engine shake there. That does look kind of cool, actually. There's a screenshot. Okay, there's 8 miles. We're going to go final approach speed 155. FPS not great, but that's typical here. If there's AI on the runway, we will get rid of it. Simple. Okay, all the flaps, because otherwise we might stall the aircraft. So there we are. Autopilot disconnect. My aircraft and my throttles checked. On the speed brake. There we are. So all the landing lights on now. Well, they are all on, just to turn off now as well. and seatbelts are on, speed brakes are on, flaps 30, set gears down, and auto brake 2. Lovely. All set to land.
1,000.
Is that an aircraft coming in to land? Just from the other direction. I hope it wants to do a go around because of us. Let's watch our speed. Right, it's been a while since I don't fly a 747 often. It's an interesting plane to fly because of how high up you are compared to where the main gear is. So you really got to think about it. Yeah, that plane ahead of us. It's literally landing on this runway, but the other end, it will do a go around. I know that for sure.
Approaching minimums.
Okay.
Minimums.
Continuing. If it doesn't do a go around, okay, I'm getting rid of it. I don't trust it.
100. 50.
Oh, we got some bugs
30.
on the windscreen.
10.
And out of the throttle. And oh, there's a float. Oh, just touched the ground there. There we are. A very slight float there. Bring the reversers out. Turn on the traffic again. We've got some bugs on that, around like 30 feet. And there we are, decel. Hello, Vegas.
4,000 remaining.
Oh, we should probably bring the reversers in. Otherwise, if you have reversers out at like very low speeds, you have a chance of just bringing in
Remaining.
unwanted stuff into the engine where the radar can go off. Okay, there we are, 9 hours and 21 on the flight time. This is probably going to give a different flight time, 9 hours and 20 minutes, yeah, that's a bit more accurate. And land the light, oh no, go away, land the lights off, thank you. Taxi light on, strobe off, and can we make the turn right? Oh no, we're not going to try and do that, we'll just go straight on here. Right, spoilers are in, once we brake, flaps can come all the way up. Yeah, I could have made that turn if I'd thought about it earlier, but let's go down here. Aircraft were departing on this runway, so
0, 7.
it's fine. There's probably a lot of air traffic that's causing some FPS drops as well, and that can go to off. Lovely. What was that landing rate? It was very smooth. Minus 112. I mean, it was smooth because of the floater. It was a very slight floater. So yeah. Right, we'll take a right down here, head our way over to Terminal 3, I believe. Could be wrong on that. Terminal 3, E-gates, yeah. So Concourse Echo on Terminal 3, basically. It's the E-gates. And then we got E1, 2, 3, or 6 to choose from. We'll go 3. And we will go... oh, none of them, maybe. I'll click United. I was doing that so I can just change something. Can we go 6? No? Okay, apparently they're all... alright, let's just watch our speed. Let's forget about GSX. Alright, all the flaps now up. What we'll do, we'll just go United then. I can change it, to be honest. If I go to Addons, GSX, customize airport positions, a tutorial inside a full flight video here. Go to gate E and 6. In fact, you can see it wants to. It's the international one. We'll just add Virgin there, and then if I just go and restart GSX, sometimes that is required, just to wake itself up, like so. That's route done. Go to the gate, gate 6, and there we are, Virgin Atlantic Airways. Cool. Right, we should have this on T8 only, but the aircraft automatically knows that. As soon as we get onto an apron, we'll turn it back to standby, and that's all good. So AP can start up. Lovely. Okay. We will take our left, not here, because that will take us to the southwest stands. We don't want to go to the southwest stands. We need to go over there. This is where the E-gates are, with the WestJet and Alaskan Airways is parked up. So we need to make a way over there somehow. Now we'll take a left down Charlie 6. So Echo 6, in fact, I know we'll take a left here. I'm assuming it's like a clockwise motion around this airport, maybe. We'll not take the first left, or shall we? I think it was probably a good idea to take that first left, because this, I think winter clearance will be fine. There's a lot of ground handling vehicles in this scenery, or animated, that could reduce frames as well. So if you don't mind having animated traffic turned off at the airport, you can turn that off, and that can probably save some frames for you if you have bought FlyTampa Las Vegas. Most of the PBR settings and everything are fine, because my CPU right now is maxed out 100%. Well, it was on approach, but now it's not, because well, we're not even flying anymore, so it doesn't have to think of that much. The sim doesn't have to think about flight dynamics and everything. Anyway, my GPU is 40% used up, basically, so if you've got a good solid graphics card, that will not reduce your frames at all at Vegas. I mean, we also on 4.5, and it's got the weird performance issue. It's not weird at all, it's typical. So yeah, right, let's go down the middle here. So make sure our wingtip clearance is fine with these aircraft on the left and to our right. Cool. There we are, on our way to the stand. This is such a lovely flight. Can you see GSX at all? Yeah, you can. Lovely. Pretty sure like it's international aircraft only. Maybe not. Maybe not. And I'm pretty sure these safe docks aren't sewed. I don't know if there's an option for them to be sewed, but these jetways are sewed jetways indeed, I believe. In fact, I could be wrong on that, because I don't know, we'll see. I have reinstalled FlyTampa Las Vegas for the update. I can't remember if I turned on all the settings again, so I may not even be running PBR. We'll see. Text light can go off. There we are, Echo 6 on the left. I need to double check that in the FlyTampa settings, because I just realised that I did the update and I can't remember. I think I reapplied everything. Oh, that was a very wide turn. Let's just try and fix. Oh, trying to fix that. Like so. Well, I've got it's got rear wheel steering, so right, we'll go to the end. Don't trust anything right now. Oh, that's a stop. Oh, not bad actually. That wasn't bad. We'll stop there. Not very straight, but whatever. And APU is running. APU generator 1 on. Engines. Sorry, there we are. Set the idle. Sorry. And welcome to Vegas, everyone. If you click request deboarding. And if I, what was it? Something. I'm not really bothered to. What's the passenger number account again? 295 plus 67 plus 23, 385. I should probably write that down or something. Oh, it is sewed. Okay, maybe I did reapply the settings when I reinstalled Vegas. Because there's the 1.1 update, I believe. I think it's 1.1. Anyway, beacon light off. Seatbelts can go off now. Engines have shut down pretty nicely. If we go to the ACARS, we can see our everything here. Block time now is 9 hours and 40 minutes. We do need to stop that. 9 hours and 40 minutes actually. That's nice. Flight time 9 hours and 20 minutes. You can see it on, off, whatever times when you took off, when you landed, when you got into stand, and everything like that. So that's very nice. I wish we could print it though, that'd be cool. But we can't. We can print it here. Right. Doors, disarm all. Open entry 2. Open the cargo doors. Lovely jubbly. All the hydraulics can go off. Oh, we should turn them off once we've got the wheel chocks are set. But that's fine. And all the fuel pumps can go off. Like so. We can turn on the crossfeeds again. And we'll turn off packs 1 and 2. And we are good up there. Except this in the power actually. AP can go off. And there we are. And the passengers deboarding now. I will have to reinstall the GSX sounds. So it's a jetway sounds, not ramp sounds. You see the passengers. There you are. Right. Cargo vehicles is getting connected up here. You'll see the should be there. It is. That. So yeah, welcome to Las Vegas. Very nice and smooth landing rates. This airport is absolutely gorgeous, but do beware of frame rate because of everything that's included, as you can see in the distance. So if your system isn't great, I do recommend just waiting for the 4.5 update, the hotfix, or if you're still running 4.4, then you should be fine. But if you've got a low-end system, and Vegas isn't great in frames anyway, and then even the hotfix isn't like out yet, so your frames won't be great. And this texture there is just really annoying me. There's something that's glitching through ever so slightly. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the flight with Virgin Atlantic and the 747. Always an absolute amazing queen to fly. If you haven't got the PMDG 747, really recommended. It's absolutely great on frame rate as well. So don't worry about it not being in the frames. It's one of the best optimized, in my opinion, from PMDG. Even though it's one of the most complex aircraft. So yeah, definitely recommended if you haven't got this, as well as the scenery. But just beware of frame rate if you are okay flying at low frame rate. So I'm definitely not. I definitely hate low frame rate. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one, and bye bye for now.